today we've got what we've been painting. So here's some of the ACW that I've got to work through. It's what I've done so far. It's less than a third. See, 1, 2, 3, a lot less than a third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In fact, it's less than a sixth. That's what that is. Because there's 24 regiments in the box, and I'm going to have 3 boxes. So, this is basically what's been done so far, just to learn the rules of Confederacy and Union. So, they're the Warlord ACW Epic Battle plastic things. And instead of you get them in regiments of 5 bases. So, we've been doing them in regiments of 4 bases, mainly because as a frontage, that's acceptable. Another one's probably too much. It's going to be played on an 8x6 anyway, so we got loads of room. But we made the decision we'd prefer to have more units than bigger units. So I've been experimenting with a few different shades of blue just to get something, akin to a variation in the Union Army. So there's some that are darker, some that are lighter. Obviously, because we've been doing extra units, we've had to convert some command. So that's a standard. We've cut the plastic leader off the strip, put a horse in there. That's just for some variation. You keep from there. This is the front rank is Callistra miniatures. They're a little bit shorter, but when they're ranked up, it just looks like they're moving and they're sort of crouching a bit, and it works quite well. So we've been using them for some extra front ranks. We've also got one that we've tried to change the plastic leader out for a Callistra one, and that works as well. So to get some variation, we'll be doing the batteries in 3 guns per battery for the Union, because they're mainly 6-gun batteries, so each cannon represents 2, and therefore we'll be doing 2s for the Confederacy. So obviously I've got to do a little bit of mental arithmetic to work out, because some of my Confederacy cannons will have to be painted as Union cannons, so we're going to try and keep the same number of batteries. We're doing some cornfields. They're a little bit big for this scale, but they were really, 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 really cheap, because we got some samples from eBay that were 99 pence a sample, and they came and they were perfect size, and they were rounded corners and everything. So that was great. So get a few more of them in the new year. So we got a couple of resin buildings there from Peter Pig, some Sarissa, and that is some the Flames of War buildings, which we thought suited, and then some foreground trees. So this is what's been done so far, which is why I've been busy with work. So we haven't, either myself or Ryan or Kerry have been busy, so we've not really had time for gaming on the weekends as much as we would have liked. So I've been painting. So I've done these. Our target is end of January.
End of January, yes. Hopefully.
And we're going to do the Gettysburg scenario from Glory Hallelujah. We're also got some great Perry 28mm that we're going to do basically the defense of Little Round Top. Emailed the Perrys about it, because they have a wonderful figure for Chamberlain, basically leading the charge, sword forward, and it comes if you buy 3 packs of Union. Right. So I basically emailed them, and I was a bit cheeky, and I said, I don't really want 3 packs of Union, so can I mix and match with some Confederacy as well. And they said, yeah, okay then. So I've got Chamberlain to lead it, and I've also got the other Chamberlain miniature from War Games Illustrated, who's not quite as dynamic, isn't quite leading via the leading with his excellent moustache as the Perry was. I think it may be a Perry miniature as well, to be honest.
It looks very similar.
It looks quite similar, and it came in one of those dark blue jewellery boxes that Perry miniatures come in with the same foam as Perry miniatures use. So it may be a Perry sculpt, but that's the brothers. So I'm going to use one to be the brother, and one to be another officer with a flag, for a colour party for sharp practice. Speaking of which, I'm going to put a video up shortly. I've started painting Napoleonics for that as well. And I've made steady progress in some Prussians. So in the short while, I'll probably do a video of what's been done for that. But this is just a sort of, just before Christmas to explain our absence from doing as many videos as we would have liked. And to show you that we are working on some stuff which we think is going to look pretty cool. Now, this is 11 regiments here, okay? 11. There's 24 per box. Okay. So we're looking at 36 regiments per side. Well, if we were doing 5s, but we're not. We're doing 4s. So we're actually looking at 45 regiments per side, plus I've got a couple of extra sprues as well, so probably 46, 47 regiments per side, right? We're going to probably try and get some cavalry done. I know we don't have them, but just feel like painting something different, because we've worked it out that we get loads of these dudes, right? We're not going to use, because we're going to use these as markers in the game. I'm going to do another one for the Union, and we're going to use them as markers, because we're going to get the model from probably Peter Pig, to represent the named people leading regiments and brigades and stuff. So I'm going to use these as markers for, like, if you've got rerolls or whatever, yeah? But we'll have an awful lot of these horses spare. So my way of thinking is, if I bought the cavalry box set, you get 60 cavalry in that, because they're on these bases, and they're on bases of 5. Now, I don't want 4 bases of 5 horses to represent, with a cavalry unit being a line like that of horses, because it just seems unwieldy. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do them on 4 bases, and I'm going to use them on the cannon bases, but sideways, right? Because then there's a little bit more depth to it, so they're not going to be overhanging and risking being damaged because they're metal. They'll be more protected on one of these bases. But if I do 4 of those with 3 per base, that means, and I add 12 of these into the 60 I get, that means I can do 6 regiments of cavalry from the box set, right? Which means I could do 3 Confederacy ones and 3 Union ones. So we don't need them for the game where we have in mind, for the scenario, but it would be nice to have. Likewise, I'm going to do some maths on the Union that's getting painted, because some of the Union plastics are going to have to be painted as Confederacy plastics, because I'm probably going to get the Iron Brigade miniatures just for some variation. And likewise, I'm probably going to get some Zouaves in, so I'm going to do the same and mix and match, put some extra command in there. So we got a couple of Zouave units in there as well, just for variation. Most of these as well have had the Union ones have had the hats trimmed down to be kepis. This one hasn't.
Just as a variation.
Oh, mainly because I painted them in like a more cavalry blue.
Yeah.
And the cavalry have wide brimmed hats, so I guess
it seemed appropriate.
It seemed appropriate. And there we are. That's basically what we've been doing. So we'll have some closely up action as we move around. So that's the Union.
And this is all going to be on an 8x6.
And then here we have the Confederacy. Obviously, there's more varied colours in the Confederacy, and less uniform. If you want to focus on them, why won't you focus on the evil camera? There we go. I think it's focused now. It's not. Doesn't like the Confederacy. There we go. So there we have it. Thanks for watching. We're looking to do this probably around February. That should have time. We'll probably need to have 4 players for it, because it's going to be, like we said, it's going to be on an 8x6, and it's going to be somewhere in the region of 7,200 men in 15 mils. So that's going to look. Ryan for Christmas bought me some stretcher parties and casualties as well. So we'll do some, like, to represent units in disarray and stuff like that. But that's what one of the things I've been doing. That so far is all me. Kerry's going to help. He's going to paint some of the Union. Well, he's going to paint a box of the Union.
I wish I hadn't said it.
Well, you've said it now. There's no backsies. So, thanks for watching. Take care.